Good morning, good morning. It's Jacqueline Richardson, Miss JJ Diamond, Jackie Deja, whatever y'all call me. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yes, Charlotte is on heat right now. And I love it. I love the heat. Y'all know that. I just came from the north and I was freezing. I couldn't wait to get back home. I was so thankful to pull up here. Today we're going to talk about saving energy and saving money. I did well last year. Last year we had a lot of cold months, and it was like excruciating cold. I was very upset. However, I knew what I needed to do because I always do it, you know. However, it's hard when you have a family, and someone else is running the household. In other words, before I became single, my significant other was running the household, and he did things a little bit different than the way I do things. So, with that being said, he had his way of doing things. Like if we left the TV running because we do a lot of streaming, he would say, "Stop the internet." He had his way of where he thought he was saving money or keeping the internet from running, so we can put more stuff on the internet. It won't run so slow. Where I was the energy one, the energy person, learning how to save energy and learning how to save money, and keeping more money in your pocket so you have a little bit more to go shop with. That way you won't be so depressed or down at the organization begging for money to pay your bills. Not saying that hardships don't happen. Of course, we go through hardships. But it's something that we can control and avoid. We want to control and avoid it. And that's just the bottom line. Sometimes we take certain things for granted, Now, I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about me, I'm one that don't turn on the lights too often. It's not that I'm a vampire, guys. I use the sunlight. That's one of the reasons why I like it here in Charlotte, because we get sun often, okay? Not only do we get sun, even when it's raining, we have daylight. So I only use the lights at night. My significant other used to say, I would be in the kitchen cooking, and I have a balcony, and the light will come in from the balcony. And he'd say, don't you need a light to see what you're doing? I said, I can see. I'm used to it. You get used to using the daylight or the sunlight. You don't need the lights on, unless you in an area where there's no windows to give you sunlight. So that's one of the ways I save energy. I've invested in what they call them, high energy washing machine. I've invested in that. I've been wanting to invest in it. And I'm going to tell you some things about that's different from Maryland than here. When I was living in Maryland, I forgot the name of Maryland's energy carrier. However, I'm going to tell you some things they taught me up there that helped me here, and buying appliances that save energy. That's one of the things they taught me. Now, in my house, we have upgraded to all LED lights, okay, which also saves energy. Okay, it's actually the best. Okay, Duke Energy gave out light bulbs to help us. I don't know if they were LED, but there was a special type of light bulb to try to save energy. Well, it wasn't saving enough energy for me. And as soon as I heard about the LEDs, I ran out and got me Well, I didn't run out. That's a lie. I got on my phone and went on Amazon and got LED lights. Now, for those that watch my videos or my pictures, you'll see that have the LED lights on the back of my bed, okay, on my headboard. I never turn those off. Never. They stay on. That's my light. Unless I really, really need a light. It got so bad with me with the lights. It's terrible. It got so bad with me with the lights that I wouldn't even put light bulbs in my lamp so I wouldn't have to turn the light on, you know. Then I bought some new lamps and, you know, I was decorating my bedroom and I said, okay, we need lights. All right, I'll put some lights. I started out with the red ones, you know, because my eyes has adjusted to just having a little bit of light, okay, and using just the sunlight. My eyes has adjusted to that. So for me to have a whole lit up room, it's like, oh God, this is too much light for me, you know. But I be using doing the videos, so I need the light, you know. But I have the ring light, which is also LED, and I use that, which doesn't burn much energy. So that's one of the things that we have to work on, Charlotte. Well, I know more than just Charlotte is listening, you know. So feel free to work on what we're working on here in Charlotte, and that's saving energy. If you don't need the light, don't cut it on. That's just the bottom line. Live off of what God gave us. Y'all know I'm godly. Y'all know I talk about God every podcast. I got to put God in there. That's just where I'm at in life. You know, I appreciate the things that He has given me to help me save money. You know, God told me I would live everlasting life. A lot of people take that literally. We know everything must die. However, He told me I would live everlasting life. But I had to learn what He meant by that. Meaning, He's given us everything we needed to live. Okay? However, you know, we came to a time where money became an option. And we have to buy everything in order to survive. However, not everything. Okay? So, the things that we don't need to buy, we work on saving money with those things. And when it gets cold, y'all know I'm big on my fireplace. I have to have it for two reasons. Okay? When I turn on the heat, it's dry heat. So it hurts my sinuses. For a person that has allergies and sinus issues, it's best for me to burn the fireplace over turning on the dry heat because I might wind up with an infection, a sinus infection within the next week. So I had to find a way to help my health. Forget about the energy, help my health. You know, but by me helping my health, taught me how to help my pockets as well. So during the winter months, you know, you have stores that sell the wood, you know, and then you also have people that give it away, people that live in the country. You know, I was doing Instacart for a very long time, and I would be everywhere, in the country, in the city, everywhere, okay? And I would see piles and piles of wood. Take some. You know, they have a sign up there, take some, free wood, you know. And that's their way of giving back to God. That's their way of sowing, okay? You know, I tell people every day, you know, I know a lot of us is big in the churches, but that's not the only way you sow. When they bought that land, that was their trees. They cut them down, and they decided, well, I don't want to make money off this wood because this is God's stuff. I would rather give it to the people to help them heat their homes. So that was their way of sewing. Shout out to them, whoever they are, but there's plenty of them out here that give away wood, give away trees to help people stay warm throughout the winter months. Now, in Charlotte, in North Carolina, our winter months are very short. Very, very short, We may have a total of 90 days of cold weather, and it's not really that cold. Now, people laugh at me because I walk around in my coat, my jacket, and I thought I was the only one. But as I was doing Instacart and doing Prime for Amazon, I ran into a lot of people that was walking in their houses with their coat on, because they learned how to save energy. And it's easy because if you're sitting down, say reading a book or watching TV, your body is still, so it's not warming up the way it would normally warm up. So you put your jacket on. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's why we buy them, to wear them. And then the coats that we wear today, especially here in North Carolina, are very light coats. So light that you could fold it up and put it in a purse. That's how light they are. But it keeps your body warm. I ran past some people, they working out. That keeps your body warm as well, So we have our ways of staying warm without turning on the heat. So we have the fireplace. We have our coats. And you get into bed with some blankets. So this is what we do to save money. The other thing is, when you go to bed, the time that you go to bed, the average person is 24 hours in a day, The average working person gets about 7 hours of sleep, If that. Sometimes it is roughly 5 to 6 hours. So, with that being said, your less time is when you're sleeping, when your body's still. That's when we turn on the heat or the air. I have to save energy now because our summer months here in Charlotte, North Carolina can be excruciating. To where, you need some AC in order to survive. So I chose to save my money now, and when the time comes that I need to put on the AC, it won't overwhelm my bills, monthly. Because you got to look at this thing monthly because we get a bill every 30 days. So what I do is I open up my windows from the front to the back, and let the air flow through my house. By doing that, puts not only freshens your house out, does a couple of things. It allows that fresh air to get stuck inside the home once you do close the windows in the evening. So now you have fresh air trapped in your home. You might need the AAC, and then again, you might not, depending on how much air and cool air you got trapped into your home. So that also helps, opening up the windows. And that's something we used to do in New York, We would open up the windows from the front to the back to stay cool because we didn't have central air. So we would open up the windows, instead of putting on the fan, open up the windows from front to back. And that way the air can flow through the house and you can stay cool. In the serious summer months, like I said, once again, we need the fans, we need the AC, in order to survive. Now, let me tell you something that the AC does to me. This is why I try not to use it. Filters, people. Y'all must change your filters. Okay? I know immediately when my filter is dirty when I turn on my AC. It would hurt me like really, really fast. You have to remember to change your filters. Because when you turn on that AC, we're talking health and energy here. And I'm sorry to mix the two, but I have no other choice because that's the life that I live. If I don't do certain things, it's going to affect my health. So this is why I learned to save energy. It's sad that, I've been attacked health-wise to learn these things. However, not everybody has been attacked that way. So we have to teach y'all what we know to help you save money. Make sure you change your filter. I did a video years ago. I can't remember. One of my social media pages, and showed y'all what a dirty filter looks like, and why we must change it. And, how thick the stuff that the AC pulls onto the filter, and this is the dust that's in your home. Okay? So you got to think about these things, especially when you have kids, and they have allergies. You have to be aware of their air quality inside the home. Now we want to talk about the water, Okay, it was said that taking a shower was more efficient because you get in, you get out. But guess what? People have this thing where they want to run the shower before they get in. Then they get in and they want to wash about 3 or 4 times. You're actually using more water than you would if you had a bathtub. Okay. Now the study, see, this is the thing. They don't break these things down to you guys. And this is why y'all don't understand. Okay. The study, and the reason why we're talking about the water is because what heats the water? Energy. Okay. So our hot water tanks, whether it be in an apartment or in a house, or it's just one big one in a building, like in New York. New York has one big one to heat all of the water in the whole building. Okay, here in my condo, I have a water tank that heats the water in my location. And it needs electricity in order to heat it. Okay. So with that being said, if I'm running the shower for 15 minutes before I get in there, guess what I'm doing? I'm running my money down the drain. Turn on the shower right when you're about to get in. Get ready first. Okay? Some people turn on the shower and walk away. Now, my significant other, he was big on that. He didn't turn on the shower. Oh, I'm waiting for the water to get hot. You don't have to wait for the water to get hot because it's already hot. You're not in the building. You have your own tank. So he will be running his hot water and his money down the drain. And I'll be watching, I'll tell him, but he don't listen. Some people just don't listen. But then they quick to talk about, oh, these bills are killing me. They just stealing from me. No, you're stealing from yourself. Now, all of the water that he ran, he could have had 3 baths. But they don't see it. How they running their money down the drain. Now, I looked at a lot of these houses here in Charlotte. Okay, a lot of the new up-and-coming construction homes here in Charlotte. Now, we want to make sure we saving people money. So I'm kind of pissed off with some of them. And I had to let some of the contractors know that design these homes. You know, I walk in and I look at the house and see the way it's mapped out. And, okay, where's the tubs? Oh, well, we only have a tub in the family area, or, every room should have a tub. Well, we're getting away from tubs. No, we're getting back into tubs. Okay, we got away from tubs 20 years ago, and we realized that didn't work. The bills are still high, so now we're going back to what we knew was best. Because people want to stay in the shower for a half an hour and run the water for a half an hour instead of running the water and getting in it and sitting down. Then families now are even running water, if they have a big enough tub, okay? The wife may get in the tub with the kids. The husband and the wife might take a bath together to save money. And they put in these small little tubs in people's homes. Shout out to Maryland. It's one thing about Maryland. They have big tubs, jacuzzi-sized tubs to help save money. Because if you and your husband can both get in the tub and relax at the same time and clean your bodies, think about how much money you just saved. They had a Facebook media post. It was so funny. The guy got in the tub. Then he put the dishes in the tub. They didn't want to run the dishwasher. So they put the dishes in the tub, washed the dishes, washed himself after he washed the dishes. And his wife was going off. And she's like, get out of there. What are you doing? What are you doing? And he's like, look, I'm trying to save some money here. Okay? We're not putting the dishes in the dishwasher because the bills are too high. He was going off. And I was cracking up, and I knew exactly what he was talking about. You run the dishwasher. When you run the dishwasher, you're not only running the dishwasher through electricity to run it, but you're using the hot water. And the dishwasher uses the hottest, takes all the hot water. And it's totally spraying all the time. Granted, I'm from New York. I grew up on washing dishes. So it's nothing for me to go in the kitchen and wash the dishes. Okay? I hate a dirty sink full of dishes anyway. So when I walk past, I'm like, let me stop and wash these dishes. Now, my grandmother, she had and I think I'm about to start doing that too because I want to see if it works. Now, Maryland, I'm going to go back to Maryland and I'm going to tell you about my grandmother. My grandmother, she used to have two buckets, two wash bins is what she called them, okay? And that wash bin would have the soap and everything in it. And that's because she came from the olden days. She was born in 1912, I believe. God bless her. So she's dead now. But, I got to learn a lot from her. Shout out to my grandma, Almatine Rodriguez. She was actually my great-grandmother. I was blessed to have been raised by my great-grandmother. She wasn't the only one that raised me, but she was there. So it was a big thing for me. She used to have the basin. I know a lot of you that remember your grandmother's houses. They would have the basins in the sink. And you put the soap and the water in there and wash the dishes, and then you rinse them off. That way the water's not running. Okay, so that also helps you save water bill too. Some of y'all out here pay water bill. I know what it's like to pay water bill. I've been there. In Maryland, of course, my water bill in Maryland if I'm not mistaken, ran me $90 every 3 months. So it's like $30 a month. Wasn't that bad. But, the houses that they have switched them over to saving energy homes. So it really wasn't that bad. Now they also have a water faucet. Now, Duke Energy here in North Carolina haven't presented that to me yet. So I don't think they know about it. Either they don't know about it or they just think that the people won't use it. But I'm going to tell them, and I hope they're listening. They know I'm making this podcast because I informed them this morning. There is a spout, a sprayer, some special type of sprayer, okay, that you put on your faucet. And in Maryland, the energy team, they had a team. They would make the appointments and call you up. And they had to do every home in Harford County. And they would call you up and say, hey, are you going to be home on this day? Because we're going to be in your area and we want to come and change your faucet spout. If you have a regular one, if you have a regular one. Because some people have the fancy ones. Like I got a fancy one on my thing, So they probably want me. It's a sprayer, the one I have, and this particular faucet thing is kind of like a sprayer. So it sprays the water so that way you won't have it running in a stream. Instead, it'd be spraying the soap and stuff off of your dishes. I saw my bill went from just because of that sprayer, okay, and I don't know what type of sprayer it was that they put on my sinks. I see my bill go from $140 a month to $72 a month. And my significant other had said to me, how did you do that? I said, I didn't do it. They did it. They put some stuff on the sinks. And he was like, whoa, okay. I don't know what it is. Like I said, it was this certain type of sprayer. So maybe you guys could Google it and find out about it. Or maybe Duke Energy can sponsor their city and get these sprayers out there. Hire a team to go out and put the sprayers on. Duke Energy, I could help. Y'all can hire me to go out and teach the people about the energy. Anyway, yeah, so my bill went down tremendously, and I was like so impressed, But when I got here, my poor friends around me, everybody screaming about their electric bill. Oh, my electric bill. Oh, gosh, my electric bill. My electric bill. Everything about the electric bill. And I'm like, why? Let me see your bills. And I see the bill that they, because I thought they was lying, because my little bill was coming in no more than $120. And that's the highest I've ever seen my bill in this apartment, in this condo. And now I'm keeping the bills under 100. Okay, so I'm working more and more to make sure that bill gets lower and lower. So I just want to throw that out there. When you save money every month paying your bill, because you got to remember there's 12 months in a year. And if you can save $30 every month on your bill, that adds up. Okay? And that's just the bottom line, We have to learn how to save money and save energy. 12 times 30, $360 in a year. You know what we could do with that $360? That's food, gas, a new purse, and some shoes, and a whole outfit. Depending on how some guys shop, some women and males shop, depending. If it's me with my budgeting self, I can get an outfit, some food, go on a trip. May not be far, but go on a trip. Okay? Yeah. With that 360. And that's just the facts, guys. You know. I can buy the most expensive stuff, but then I can also buy budget stuff as well. You know, and that's what people love about me. You know, I'm not just, I gotta have Prada and Gucci and this and that, you know. My new friend, he said, I have a Steve Madden bag. You know, Steve Madden is trending right now. You know, my daughter, she keeps me up on these things, you know, because the new generation, they are not into the high price stuff. We're trying to teach them to budget young. So they went haywire with it. Like, you know, okay, if it's cheap, but it's nice and it's name brand, we can still get it, you know. And that's the way they're getting ready to bring this new era, this new decade and generation in, okay, on budgeting, okay. We have young kids buying homes at 24, 25 years old, okay, and budgeting. They're coming out of their parents' homes, buying their own homes, not getting an apartment first, okay, staying in their room or their basement or whatever they got to do until they can buy some property. And they're doing it very, very young in this new generation. Okay, so they're learning early to budget. Okay, yeah, well, I can't buy Gucci, but I could buy Steve Madden and still look just as good. So I support that. Even though I come from the era of the expensive purses, you know, and I even downgraded when I was in Maryland. I was making good money. I had a lot of people to take care of. I had a lot of bills to pay. So I couldn't buy Gucci and Louis Vuitton. I was buying Coach and Michael Kors. People still respected me. People still loved me. They don't have to, they wasn't judging me because they knew I had bills. And I had kids to take care of. So it don't change who you are because you don't have $1,000 bag on your shoulder or your arm. And that's the point that they're trying to show people, you know. So, of course, I had to support and go out and get a Steve Madden bag. And I noticed my friend, you know, he's a little younger than me. And he knows that Steve Madden is trending. So he made sure he acknowledged it, you know. And I just smiled, you know what I mean. He said, "You got a Steve Madden?" And I'm like, uh-huh. You know, so it was just funny because, you know, he's that era, you know, he's actually coming out of that era, and he knows what's going on because he's always on social media. He's watching the people, he's learning, you know, so he sees what is trending and why. Not that it's trending, but why is it trending? You know, we have to save money, but this is not about our purses. This is about saving money so you can buy you a new purse. Okay? So yes, guys, we have to learn. And I'm going to bring this to play as well. I seen someone that had some plants and herbs in their home, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But they had the lights burning on them. Okay? And it's a special type of light that you have to get. I can imagine what his electric bill looks like. You know, God didn't intend for us to go broke to have food. He didn't intend for that. So we have to learn. Oh, I'm hungry, guys. I got to go get up and make some food. He didn't intend on us going broke trying to grow our food. That's what the sunlight is there for. I'm going to tell you, sunlight can help your plants and also hurt your plants. Yesterday, my poor pepper plant, she was sick. She was just limp. And I looked at her, and I told my friend, I said, she's sick. She don't feel good. And he was like, for real? I said, yeah. I said, look at her, she all limped. I said, let me go get the spray bottle. I sprayed her down real good and gave her a shower. And her leaves just went up again. She started feeling better. She was getting dehydrated. The sun had a mess. Then I have my grapevine. It loved the sun. Wherever the sun go, it's going. I said, well, what are you doing over here? You're supposed to be growing tall. And it's growing to the side because the sun, when it sets, is going from left to right. So now the grape tree is leaning right. I asked her, well, where you going? You can't follow the sun. But they have their own minds, the plants, on how they grow. Because it's a living thing, and it likes what it likes. But my peppers didn't like it. My peppers were sick. It was dehydrated. And I saw it. So during these summer months, I have to watch my food. My peppers, my grapes, my herbs. I have to watch them heavily. Because there may be too much sun for them or not enough. But God put these things here for us to survive. Everything works hand in hand. So we have to gain all the knowledge that we can on what helps us save money. Just like 5 years ago. Was it 5? No, it was longer than 5 when I was up in Maryland. And I seen it here too. I was up in Maryland and the gas was extremely high. I mean, extremely high this particular year. And everybody that had farms and had horses was out on the road with their horses, stopping at the light right along with the cars. And I was like, this is something out of a movie. But it's real. Okay, the horses got to work. Like, okay, y'all ain't sat long enough. The gas is high. Let's go. You going to run me down to the store. Because the gas is just too high and I need that money to buy the food. So it's time that you work. Y'all been sitting back living a life for too long because we got these cars. All y'all do now is go to raceways every once in a blue. So now you got to work. The horse probably was mad because he ain't used to it. He got to stop at the light like, what is this? But it's the reality of life. I've even seen the police department, they use the horses. Save gas. So, yeah, we have to find ways to save money. Reason being is because food is going to be very high by the end of this year because we're losing a lot of food. For one, the production of food has slowed down due to the COVID, so we have to get that built back up. Then now our chickens got the flu, okay? They got to get rid of them, because they sick and want to make the people sick, and we have another pandemic running around all from the chickens. It hurt me to know that they had to lose their lives, but I had to think about it. They can't be fed to people. So what other alternative is there? So food is going to be very, very high this winter. It's already high. So start packing your freezers. You know, as you see stuff on sale. You know, Walmart is like one of the best because they cater to whatever's going on in America. You know, it's like we know that the chickens had the bird flu. They got a hold of some good chicken. And they like, here it is, guys. Get it while it's hot. You know what I mean? They put it right there as soon as you come in. Here it is. Get it while it's hot. Because you may not get none later. So I pay attention to all that stuff. Well, I'm in retail. In retail, I've always been in retail. Well, I have always been in retail, but majority of my life I've been in retail. So I understand what they do and why they do it. You know, it's not a gift. Y'all, I've had experience and because people be thinking I have a gift at these things. No, you know, I don't have a gift. I was taught, you know, and you can be taught too. This is why we teach, you know. Everything is seasonal. You know, you're going in the Walmart or the Food Lion, and if it's Thanksgiving time, what do they have up there? They know most of the people like cornbread and beans and macaroni and cheese and, you know, different things like that. So what they're going to have up there for you to see, that stuff. That's what they're going to have. Not only does it help us, by not having to go all in the aisles and be fighting with the people, trying to get your stuff that you need to cook with, it helps us remember what we need. So you see how retail helps us? It's the biggest organization in the world. It's $1 billion or $1 trillion organization. Okay, so they're going to make sure you get what you need. They're going to make sure of it. You know, just like I was telling my daughter, we was in Maryland and they had these Sprite slushies. Get the new. Love you guys. I miss you guys. And I'll be back this summer because I got to hit the parks. You know, that's the thing about Maryland. They have a lot of beautiful parks. Rocks, mountains, streams, you know, and nature. And I go and get in the stream and, you know, live life. And that's what life is about. Living life. Living, people, not dying. Living, you know. But you got to make life easier in order for you to live it. You know, you can't just live based on, you got to discipline yourself. And that's just the bottom line. However, getting back to the slushies, these particular slushies, and I told Mama, I said, put it on social media and tag Charlotte, and Charlotte will get it. They don't know if nobody tells them. They don't know the new unless somebody tells them. Just like I'm here selling my Diamond Way. We know it can help people with allergies, with the COVID. They finally got a new. But we got to get the other states to know about the new. And the only way they will know is if we tell them. That's the only way. So why set ourselves short on stuff that we know we can have if all we do is speak about it? Let me tell you something. Companies have a whole team, social media team, just to get on social media and see what the people are saying about their company or what they want or what they can change. And just like right now when we making this about saving energy, I tagged Duke Energy, I tagged Con Edison, I tagged saving money. There's people right now looking for ways to save money and energy. And that last thing I want to talk about, okay, is solar panels. Okay, of course I don't have a house, so I don't have solar panels. Solar panels are very big in Maryland. Okay, so for the last 16 years of my life, I've been, knowing Maryland, in and out of Maryland. And they were big on the solar panels. Okay, but when I got here to Charlotte, I really didn't see many solar panels. It was just... Now, I was going to say my state, Maryland. Maryland, because my state now is North Carolina. I'm sorry, guys, for even thinking that way. But I'm still a resident of Maryland. Maryland been into the solar panels for the last, I would say, 16 years or maybe longer, because I've seen it when I first got there. So they've been into it for a very long time. Now, hey, we have North Carolina. They're starting to get big on it to save energy. Now, if you go in certain areas, you would even see solar panels on the light posts, because even the government wants to save money, okay? It's all about saving money. This is what it's about. So if the government is trying to save money, y'all should be trying to save money too. That's just common sense, okay? Don't make it harder than what it really is. Oh, I don't know. It costs too much. And The moment I get a house, I will be getting a solar panel. Okay, and that's just the bottom line. Of course, I'm going to want more than one, depending on how big the house is. It will be cheaper if you get a duplex. I know a lot of people say, matter of fact, Rick Ross, he was one of them, get a flat. Get a flat, it's going to cost me more money when it comes to solar panels. Okay? I need the house to be compacted, less roof, so I can line the solar panels. Okay, if I get a flat, now I got to line all this house with a solar panel. Even though a flat is worth more because you get more land. Okay? So that's a real estate thing. Okay? We ain't here to talk about that. But when it comes to the solar and the energy, it makes more sense to get, if you're looking at saving money buying the solar panels. Okay? That's just my theory, guys. Okay? It's better to have a upstairs, downstairs type of house. People look at a lot of the square footage when you're looking at the houses, when you're ready to buy a house. And that's the way you're supposed to look at it, because you need to know how much space you're going to get. However, when the space goes up in the air, the same space you have downstairs is the same space you have upstairs. Versus it being expanded on land. So you want to try to keep that as small as possible, so when you get these solar panels, it won't cost you an arm and a leg trying to do the whole house. You ever drove by a house and seen a person that only got 2 solar panels? It's because they can't afford it. It's not that they don't want it, it's that they can't afford it. So you want to be able to get your full savings from the beginning instead of having a solar panel out a whole house. And so it's something to think about. I just wanted to throw these things out there, these little tips that you can use to help save energy in your home. There's a couple more. Well, one more. The best times to wash your clothes is in off-peak hours. Now, every energy company have a chart of their off-peak hours, which is after, I believe, most of them is after 6 p.m. If you wash clothes at night, you'll save money. You can wash on Friday. Most companies, their peak hours are from 6 p.m. Friday, and it stays peak all the way up until Sunday, I believe, until 6 p.m. So don't wash clothes on Sunday. Wash clothes on Saturday or Friday night. You got to get the chart. so you can save money. And this is how we do it. And I'm still looking for more ways to help me save money. But this is how we do it. And you have to put the work in. Once you put the work in, it becomes easier. You know? We know that winter is coming every year. It's like we know summer's coming every year. That's why I tell people, why is it you're not prepared? When you know it's coming. Whether you like it or not, it's coming. Be prepared. You shouldn't be running out to the stores when we know that a hurricane is coming, because you should already be prepared. You shouldn't be running out to the stores buying all this unnecessary stuff when a snowstorm is coming, because you should be prepared. And that's just the bottom line. And if you're used to doing it all the time, it's repetition. So you now you in, okay? You're in. You're. This is just who you are. It becomes a lifestyle. Now, when my significant other was running the household, I had to live the way he wanted our lifestyle to be, because he was the head of household. And see, that's the thing. You know, when one person is one way and then the other person is another, it makes it very difficult. But whoever's running the household, you have to deal with it. You know what I mean? Where me, I like to take a large lump sum of money and go buy a bunch of laundry detergent, all the stuff that I need, laundry detergent, cleaning supplies, get it out the way. I have it for months because I'm quoted on sale, so I save money. You know, like I went to Target. Target had laundry detergent on sale. And by me buying 5 bottles, they were 12. The Tide, I think it was either $9.99 or $12 or something like that for the Tide. It was a good deal because they're normally like $15. So I bought 5 of them. Not only did I save on the laundry detergent, but Target, being that I was a budgeter, and they knew that by me buying 5 of them at one time because it was on sale, they gave me a $10 card on my next purchase. So I got the sale plus an additional $10 that I still haven't used yet. I still have it. Because when I go back to re-up on my laundry detergent and my household cleaning supplies, that's going to be an extra savings for me. So the stores are watching too. And they give us incentives and perks to help us save money. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I bought this laundry detergent back in January, February. Then I turned around and seen a vendor. He had some, so I bought some from him too, like 2 or 3 bottles. Looking at my laundry detergent right now, I think I won't have to buy laundry detergent again. Re-up until probably October, November, if that. It might take me through the whole year. And I'm going to just keep it real with you guys. We buy everything bulk. You know, even if it's just 2 of you. So you can have the stuff. Just in case something happens. Or you catch it on sale and you're saving money. And that way you don't have to be running around, oh, I need this, I need that, I need, you know what I'm saying? You save the money and you have it already. So that's how we do it. You know, and I will talk a little bit more about that. I noticed I'm starting to see people starting to buy in bulk. You know, you don't have to buy everything in bulk. Like food, it's hard to buy in bulk if it's not a lot of people, you know. But when it comes to other items that we need, you buy in bulk. Like I had a customer of my own that bought my body wash, liked it, and she's a person that buys in bulk and said, hey, I need some more so I can have it. I understand because I go to the store and I buy my, now I use my Diamond Way. I don't buy nothing out of the store. No laundry, no body wash or soap, lotion. We do support Bath and Body Works every now and again because of certain stuff that me and my daughter do like. Some sprays. Other than that, I don't buy no body wash at all. I haven't bought body wash in over 2 years. No, we did buy one we had wanted to try. It was a cucumber mint out of Target. We supported that and we tried it. But other than that, we don't buy that stuff. And then the things that we do buy, we stock up on them so we can have it. And that's the way it works. And I will be talking about that on a podcast maybe sometime this week because I want to get you guys familiar with my friend that I have. He's into crypto. And he's very informative, and I want y'all to learn about that as well because this is the new thing in America right now, and they're trying to get people to understand the crypto, okay? They know, you know, you keep hearing these people say, you can make this amount of money, you can make that amount of money, but you need to know why. So I'm going to have him explain that to y'all this week. So he'll be a guest on my podcast this week. And then I will, maybe by Friday, I will put it together to talk to you guys about budgeting when shopping. I miss my friend. I'm from Maryland because that's what we used to do. We'll go out. One of us is at one somewhere and someone is somewhere else, and we calling each other back and forth. Girl, I see this on sale. Where you at? I'm like, I'm right over here. I'm on my way. Catch that sale. And you would be surprised. Stores like CVS be having real good deals. Walgreens. You would be surprised. So stop at those stores sometime. Well, this is Jacqueline Richard Simmons, JJ Diamond, Jackie, Deja, whatever y'all call me. Learn how to save energy. I'll talk to y'all soon.